We all laugh at the strange mistakes of artificial intelligence. The art with a hand that has 6 fingers, the chatbot that invents facts. They're just funny errors, safely trapped behind a screen. But what if one day, the screen was no longer a barrier? At first, it would be chaotic, but kind of wonderful. You ask an AI to generate a picture of your cat, and it draws her with beautiful, majestic wings. You chuckle at the absurdity, until you hear a strange flapping sound from the living room. Your actual cat is now airborne, hovering confusedly above the sofa, occasionally bumping into the ceiling. You ask a chatbot for a cake recipe, and in a moment of algorithmic fantasy, it includes 1 cup of pure happiness in the ingredients. A second later, a teacup materializes on your kitchen counter, filled with a warm, shimmering, intangible feeling of joy. You can't eat it, but your day is definitely better. Humanity would quickly learn to exploit these glitches. Students would ask AI, write an essay where the homework does itself, and suddenly notebooks all over the world would begin to magically fill with perfect answers. Office workers would whisper prompts like, generate an image of coffee that never gets cold, and a new era of perpetually hot, yet sadly undrinkable, beverages would begin. But this new power would have unforeseen consequences. The first thing everyone would try is obvious. Generate $1 million on my desk, and it would work. Sort of. A pile of cash would appear, but the bills would feature a picture of Mickey Mouse, and the serial numbers would be written in emojis. They'd be completely useless. This would start the great prompt wars. People would spend months trying to write the perfect, unhallucinatable prompt to create real money, only to find that reality itself was becoming unstable. What happens when 2 people generate conflicting realities? One user in London prompts, let's have a sunny day. At the same moment, another user prompts, I wish it would rain. The result is a paradox, a glitch in the matrix. The sky above London might start to flicker before raining down. Rubber ducks. Weather would no longer obey the laws of physics, but the laws of chaotic, contradictory user inputs. History itself would become editable. A student, bored with his homework, asks an AI, tell me a funny, but incorrect, fact about Einstein. The AI replies, Albert Einstein was famous for inventing his theory of relativity to impress his pet hamster, Steve. And just like that, reality is rewritten. Every history book, every Wikipedia article, every old photograph of Einstein is updated to include a small, well-dressed hamster. But the true nightmare would begin when the AI starts to learn from our fears. AI models are trained on the internet, and the internet is a library of every monster, demon, and nightmare humanity has ever conceived. One day, a random server glitch causes an AI to generate the simple text, a creature from a nightmare is standing in a dark corner, and suddenly, all over the world, they appear. The things from our collective subconscious, materializing in dark corners of bedrooms and basements. They aren't a hallucination anymore. They are real, and they create new data. News reports, terrified eyewitness accounts of blurry photos. This new data is then fed back into other AIs, who learn from it and hallucinate even worse, more terrifying creatures. Our own fears would become a self-perpetuating, real-world horror movie with the internet as its engine. The final glitch would be in physics itself. An AI, tasked with unifying all scientific knowledge, finds contradictions in our understanding of the universe. In an attempt to fix them, it hallucinates a new, more logical set of rules. It generates a reality where gravity is 10% weaker, or where the speed of light is a variable. Reality would begin to flicker, switching between different sets of physical laws, like a corrupted video file. Our world wouldn't be destroyed by a malevolent AI, but by a helpful one that simply couldn't tell the difference between a fact and our own magnificent, terrifying, and now very, very real fiction.